mistake.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
39-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
Now Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not what you want to see quarter one of week 1. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's taken in by Higbee. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 30.
That is a big play for L.A. And even 30 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 23.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. His fullback's releasing, and he's going to bring it in. This is 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Xavier Smith, deep to return. So, Greg, here come the Rams, and for a minute there in the offseason, maybe this would have looked very differently, but Matthew Stafford is back, Sean McVay is here, and I don't know about you, but when I see those two together, I get worried if I'm on the other side of the field.
And I'll tell you what, you think back just a couple years ago, they swing for the fences, Mike. They do the blockbuster trade to get Stafford from Detroit to L.A. It leads to a Super Bowl and then some tough times. They kind of fell into a little bit of a ditch trying to rebuild that roster that they mortgaged the future on. And I think what really gets your attention the most, for as good as Cooper Kupp was, now he's gone, as good as Puka Nacua is, and the offense now going to run through him, it's that defense, Mike. I mean, these young defenders they have on that side of the ball, they're fast, they play physical. I think it's now turned into a little more of a defensive-led team, which is hard to believe when you're talking about an offense led by Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Daniil Hunter. He gets in for an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and would have certainly been a terrific career to this point. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Crazy. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Texans, and Greg, this is a good run. Back-to-back division titles, back-to-back 10-7 seasons. Question now for this Texans franchise. What's the next step? How do they take the step to join the big teams in the AFC?
I'm with you, and I think after the promise of 2 years ago in C.J. Stroud and that great rookie season, DeMeco Ryans year 1 as a head coach, even though they won the division, Mike, there was a bit of a regression. I think anybody who watched them, anyone who studied, said this wasn't exactly the Texans, especially on the offensive side of the ball that we saw in year past. So as that division continues to get better, they're not going to have the luxury of 6 games a year where they're the better roster. So they've got to improve. They've got a new-look offense with a new offensive coordinator. What impact does that have on the development of C.J. Stroud? As C.J. Stroud develops, as he goes, the rest of that locker room team, they're going to go right alongside him.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Texans.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Going quickly and connecting with Bryant. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll go play action with Stroud. On the move left. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Space off the stump. A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Houston.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And the Texans going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Mixon. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up, pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs.
Oh, a loose football. And this will be recovered by the offense. So they avoid the catastrophe of a finish. Time runs out, and that's the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try and knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of these teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. And we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
They'll go with Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he will go all the way. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. Point after drive forthcoming.
For the extra point.
and through. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
So as I start the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. You got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team, Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expect to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
The Rams offense ready for this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stafford. That's the left side and pulled in by Higbee. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Again, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
1st down, it is Williams. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL might do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Rams 1st down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for second down. On the ground, Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. One team headed out for the Rams. Important punt here in this tie game late. The Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And this offense took the field in their mind like they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this 4th down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
1st down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Texans 7.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Here is 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Rams. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson.